Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with original or remake. Original or remake? My Bloody Valentine. This is the series in which Jason from Horrific Nightmares and I compare an original film to its remake. We make this comparison using 5 separate categories. Each movie is awarded 1 point for each category it wins. In the end, based on the math, we'll know if we prefer the original or remake. I have to tell you, in the case of My Bloody Valentine, this was insanely difficult. This will probably be one of the toughest comparisons we ever make in this series. As of right now, I'm still not sure which is going to win. Let's start with the setting category for this one. As you know, that includes the location, the atmosphere, and even the soundtrack. While again, it's insanely close, I have to go with the original. It's one of my favorite 80s slashers because of the 80s atmosphere. I've always loved the small town setting. I do love the setting in the remake too, however, especially the store. And obviously, they both have really cool mine settings. I've gotta go with the 80s atmosphere of the original, though. The next category I'll cover is cast and characters. In the original, Hollis, with his mustache, is one of my favorite 80s slasher characters. But the cast in this remake is incredible, so that gets the point. This remake stars Jensen Ackles and Kerr Smith, both from Dawson's Creek. It also stars Jamie King, Betsy Rue, and Kevin Teige. Then there's Maron, Megan Boone. She is gorgeous in this. And speaking of Hollis's mustache, we get another famous mustache in this remake. The man himself, Tom Atkins. Let's go with storyline next, which can also include a big reveal, a twist, that sort of thing. For me, it's the remake again. As much as I love the reveal in the original, the twist in this remake blew me away. It's sort of a double or even triple whammy. It's not only the reveal, though. I love how in this remake, we get to see the Harry Warden murders from years before. In the original, they are only referenced and briefly shown through flashbacks. In this remake, they occur in real time. Next up is runtime and pacing. Both of these movies are paced really well, and that's significant. Based on runtime, though, the original gets the point this round. My Bloody Valentine has an approximate runtime of 1 hour and 30 minutes. 1 hour and 33 if you watched the unrated cut. Meanwhile, the 2009 remake has an approximate runtime of 1 hour and 41 minutes. So that's anywhere from an additional 8 to 11 minutes, depending on which version of the original you watch. Which means we are in a dead heat going into the 5th and final round. It's all tied up, 2-2. This is, of course, the X Factor. It includes anything not contained within the previous categories. Kills, gore, nostalgia, nudity, a special connection to either film, and anything else like that. This was the toughest category of all for me. On one hand, I have a lot of nostalgia for the original. On the other hand, there is a very lengthy, full frontal nude scene of Betsy Rue in the remake. So what I thought is they both cancel each other out. Like offsetting penalties in football. Then I thought about the kills and the gore. Well, both of these movies have awesome kills, especially if you watch the uncut version of the original. The gore is fairly equal in both, in that I prefer the practical effects of the original, but the remake has more kills. With that being said, there's CGI in the remake. They also have that 3D effect, since the movie was released in 3D. But the remake does contain some homage kills from the original, including my favorite, the dryer kill. So again, I'll say they cancel each other out. I told you this was tough. I saw the remake in theaters. Twice, in fact. I loved it. I actually blame it for not enjoying the Friday the 13th remake as much as a lot of other people. It was also released in 2009, after My Bloody Valentine. I was so impressed with this remake that I expected to love Friday the 13th just as much. But it wasn't so. However, despite all of that, I do have a special connection to the original. My grandmother, who passed away in 2010, always gave us grandkids gifts on every occasion, and that included Valentine's Day. Well, one year, my bag of goodies included the original Paramount DVD of this movie. I hadn't seen My Bloody Valentine in years, since I had previously rented it at the video store. It was the first physical copy of the film I ever owned, and I, of course, still have. That personal attachment makes the original My Bloody Valentine the winner. Based on those 5 categories, I ask you, which do you prefer? Original or remake of My Bloody Valentine? Comment below and let me know. Please be sure to check out Jason's video as well to find out which one he prefers. Which original and remake will we compare next? Check back soon to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.